Welcome back to the channel, and today we'll start with police and end with the chapter. Let's start it. So, what is a pulley? You've obviously seen a pulley in your life. It looks something like this. There's some load here. Sorry. Let's say there is a bucket here, for example. In a well, there is a bucket. No. So, if there is, like, let's say this bucket is here. So, this is our load here. Remember the machine's load efforts. This here we are applying the effort. Okay. And this is a rigid support. Rigid support means it will not move. Okay. And this thing is the pulley actually. This system is the pulley. Okay. So now if we see it, we saw it from the front, but if we now see it from the side, okay, how does it look? It looks something like this. Let me just draw this quickly. Okay, so this is actually the groove. Okay, groove is this part. This part is the groove. This is where the rope is actually lined like this around this. Okay, so this is actually the groove, and this part, above part, is called the block. Okay, this is really important. You have to learn this. This whole thing is nothing but my circular disc, and this thing is nothing but, sorry, not this thing, this thing is nothing but called an axle. Okay, it's a pulley is nothing but a type of wheel and axle only. Okay, so like what does the pulley do? It actually changes the direction of the force, and therefore allows to apply force in a more convenient direction. I think I did that thing. Okay, remember told you how the pulley works. See this page. Remember, if we apply a pulley and if we do it directly, remember this. I'm not going to repeat this. Okay, so that is how, like, it changes the direction and makes it more convenient for us. So now pulleys, you can use a single pulley like this, or you can also use like this. Some pulleys are like this. Okay, one second, let me draw this. You can use two pulleys. Actually, I'm drawing three here. Okay, you can use three pulleys. Any amount of pulleys you want, you can use. So this thing is known, when we use more than one pulley, we call that a system of pulleys. System of pulleys. Okay, and if you can see, these things are attached to a rigid support, and you can see this pulley is not attached to anything. So this pulley is nothing but called a movable pulley, and these things are called the fixed pulleys. Understand? So first topic we are going to discuss is single fixed pulleys. Single fixed pulleys. What is single fixed pulleys? It actually is the original, like, very simple pulley. It is like this. If there is a load here, we'll apply effort here. Okay, now if you can see, if I draw the diagram again and again, I will draw this 100 times today. Okay, there is the load here, this is the effort here. So obviously this is a string, so it will have a this is a massless string, so it itself has no mass. That's why there will be only tension in it. So this applies a load here. So now let's talk about if we have a combination of pulleys. We did one simple one. What we did, let me write this like this. We did M1 F1. This is just meaning one movable pulley, one fixed pulley. Okay, so now let's say, instead of like one thing, if we have F1 Mn, meaning what? There are F fixed pulleys, there is only one fixed pulley, and let's say there are many movable pulleys. Okay, so how would the diagram look? Something like this. Let me draw the rigid support. Now see, there will be one fixed pulley. Okay, one fixed pulley. Let me draw the fixed pulley then. I'm drawing the effort here. Okay, so this, let's say this will be my first movable pulley. Then I will connect it now with this movable pulley. Then I will connect it with this, one second, with this movable. Why can't I draw a movable pulley? Okay, so, and let's say the load is here. Okay, so let's say we have how much, this is my, okay, so let's say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Let me name this. Okay, so obviously you can see something here. If we draw it really closely, I'm just drawing the pulleys here. Okay, it is attached like this. This is the load, then it is attached something like this, then it is also attached to the rigid support, then it is attached something like this, then again to the rigid support, and this is attached to this, and this is attached to the rigid this is attached to here, and this is attached to the rigid support. Okay, so this is actually the system I build here. Okay, this is what type of system I can say. This is F1 M3. This is a F1 M3 system. Okay, don't write F1 M3 in exams. Okay, so here as you can see, let me tell this tension is T, then this tension has to be then this tension, sorry, what am I doing? If this tension is, let's say, T, obviously it will be opposite to the effort. This is one is T3, so this one has to be T3, and this will also be T3. I'm not telling you how I told you one single part, how to break it, F equal to MA. I'm not telling it now. If this is T3, then I can write this is T2, this will be T2. Okay, once I did something wrong. T2, 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 then here will obviously be T1, then T1. Now what we know from, if we take, let's say, this system first, okay, then we will take this system, and then we'll take this system. So from these two systems we can say T2 is equal to 2T3 into T3, then T1 will become to 2T2, and L will become nothing but 2T1. So this will become 2 into 2 into T2, this will become 2 into 2 into 2 into T3, and effort as we know is nothing but T3 here. So my MA will nothing be become what? It will nothing be but L is 2 into 2 into 2 into T3 by T3. This will be 2 to the power 3. Now how many fixed pulleys did we take? T3. Now if let's say we had taken N, if the system was like F1 MN, okay, so how would it be? Then what would happen? Tn equal to 2 Tn minus 1 would be 2 Tn minus 2 Tn minus 2 would be nothing but 2 Tn minus 1, so on. It would be like T2 is equal to 2 T1, and T1 would be L would be 2 T1. I did it wrong. This is T2, this is T1. Okay, so like this, what would happen? L would become 2 to the power n L Tn, and effort would be Tn. So my MA would become, if you divide this, Tn gets cut, and it would become nothing but 2 to the power n. This is an important formula for any F1 Mn pulley. Okay, ma becomes 2 to the power n. Okay, now if you see the velocity ratio also, I told you it moves half half half. So like for each n pulleys also it will move half half half. How many halves will be there? N times. So what will be my load, then what will be my distance moved by the load? It would be nothing but, let's say x was the first initial distance, x by 2 to the power n, and it will go half 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 into half into half, it will go like that. So then what will be my d of effort? D would of effort would be x only, meaning the distance covered by the effort. So my vr would also become 2 to the power n. Okay, vr would also become 2 to the power n. So my efficiency will be nothing but ma by vr, that is 2 to the power n by 2 to the power n. That would be nothing but 1 or 100%. As you can see, any like machine we do, it comes out 100 because this is an ideal situation. Ideal situation. The weight of the pulleys, the weight of the string, the friction between the bearings of the pulleys, not counted. Otherwise the mechanical advantage would be very less. This one we will tell you how less. I will derive a formula later for you. Now we will do what? We will use several pulleys in two blocks. What does it mean? What does it mean? Meaning that this thing was a block. Remember, if this rod, okay, was a block, this is what was a block, load was attached here, this was the effort. Now what we'll do, we will take two blocks like this and attach as many pulleys we can. So let me take a how can I tell you, I will, this type of systems are called block and tackle system. This part is very important. Exam sure one question comes. If it comes from machines, it will come from this part, guarantee. So let's take block and tackle system for 5 pulleys, B and T for 5 pulleys. I'm denoting by BT. No, let's do 4 first. BT4. Okay, so it looks something like this. If this is the rigid support, the first block would be something like this, and the first pulley would be here, the second pulley would be here, then the next block would be something like this, where the first pulley would be like here and the last pulley would be at the end. Okay, now this thing is connected like this. Okay, this here is my effort, then it is attached to the lower pulley. Okay, these type of constructions you have to remember by heart. Okay, then it is attached. Let me draw the string in another color so that you people understand how it passes. Okay, otherwise can be hardship. First it goes through here, then it goes down, then it goes to this third one and passes through this, and it ends like this. This is E. This will be my sorry this whole thing at the end. Okay, while it is here, there's a hook here, it is attached here. Okay, and this is my effort. This is my effort. Okay, now this is like here we are using two blocks. Okay, now I will show you something. If the effort is like this, you can see clearly. I use a different color. This is T, this is T, this is T, then obviously this will also be, because this is the same string, no, then again this part will become T, then this part will become T. So now if you see, E becomes nothing but, if you see the load is actually this point, all the loads are arranged at this point. Okay, so how many T's are there? How many T's are 5T? So load will be nothing but 5T. Effort is obviously equal to T. So MA becomes, no, I drew how many trees? Sorry. BT4 na, BT4. Now if you see here, okay, there are 4 actually main string supports. Okay, this point here, let me change the color here, people understand. This point here, this point here, this point here, and this point here. So there are actually main points, 3 points. This part is not considered. Okay, main 4 points located here. So what happens is that my L becomes 40, as much as t's are there that are important in the question, that is 40. Okay, and effort becomes t, so my ma becomes 4, and VR I'll not do VR now. One second, let me tell you the MA first. Okay, MA becomes 4. Now let's take any 5, the example of let's say block and tackle system of 5. No, let's say 3 only. Okay, it will look something like this. Something like this. Okay, now if you connect this, connect the dots obviously in your life, do this. One second, it goes through this like this and this and gets connected to this. Okay, so here if you see one, this is the major tension, tension, tension. So how many tensions do I get? That are important. Here also tension is there, but we are not considering. For each pulley there will be one tension. Okay, understand this? So again here MA is coming 3 because load is again 3t, effort is t, so MA is 3. So if you can see noticely, my load is nothing but the number of pulleys into the tension. So my MA is nothing but the number of pulleys. MA is nothing but the number of pulleys, obviously. Okay, E, or you can also see, you can also write E. Now see, T is nothing but equal to E, so E becomes nothing but load by number of pulleys, because L is equal to tension into number of pulleys, so effort becomes load by number of pulleys. You understand this? Now if you see a little bit by experimentally, no, very I can't verify you with a proof, that the velocity ratio, whenever we pull that effort by, let's say the load travels by d distance, you will see of if there are n pulleys there will be nd. Okay, so my VR comes out to be n. This is just a fact, you remember it by heart because I can't give you the proof now. Efficiency then becomes what? Number of pulleys by MA is also number of pulleys, n by n, it always comes out to be 1. Okay, 1 or 100%. Understand this? This is a block and tackle system. In the exam 2, 3, 4, not 2 will not come. 2 is just a system of S1, F1. Sorry, why am I saying S1, F1? M1, F1 system. Okay, so that is not a block and tackle. That is a block and tackle system, but it will not come. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 to 6. 3 to 6. Draw the diagrams in your home. Try to find out all the MA, everything. Okay. So the last part of the chapter with which we end finally the life of the machines. So what if we don't have, a, like, if the pulley has a weight? We have been considering that the pulley does not have a weight. If this is, why can't I draw a pulley? This is the pulley, this is the effort, this is the load. Let me say this is the load. Then the pulley also has a mass that is acting downwards, obviously, that is W. So if you see, this is my tension here, this is my tension here. So T is nothing but equal to E here, and T here will be nothing but load plus weight. So load here will be tension minus weight. Okay, tension minus weight. No, let me tell you that this is not for a single pulley. Let me redo this. Now let's say there is a block and tackle system of n pulleys. So my E will be nothing but T, and here load of all load plus weight of all the pulleys, and the blocks, everything, let it be T. Let it be W. Okay, this W. So my load becomes nothing but T minus W. Sorry, this will be NT, no? Sorry, NT. Sorry, extremely sorry. It will be NT. Now let's say, what is MA? MA is nothing but L by E. L by E becomes NE. See, in the sums we don't consider the weight of the pulleys. Okay, this is the actual situation. W by no. See, why am I writing NE? This will be NT minus W by T. This will be what? N minus W by T. N was my ideal condition. N was my ideal condition. W by T is my, this whole thing is a real machine. For real machines, I told you earlier that machines are of two types: real machine where there is friction, air resistance, everything is there, all the type of resistance are there. But in ideal machines we don't consider the weights of the pulleys, we don't consider the weights of the strings, we don't consider the friction between the things. We are not considering friction here, but we are only considering the mass. Now VR will always be in, because distance does not depend on mass. Okay, distance does not depend on mass. If we add a weight, distance covered is not changing. So the efficiency here becomes n minus w by, sorry, n minus t by e, sorry, what am I writing, n minus w by t by n. So this becomes 1 minus w by nt, or I can write it as 1 minus w by ne also, because e is equal to t. Or here also you can write it as n minus w by e. Okay, this would be the more preferred form. Okay, so this thing is obviously less than 1. Okay, obviously it is less than 1, so efficiency is not 100%, it is, efficiency is less than 100% in this case. So greater efficiency, the pulleys in the lower, so always the pulleys in the lower block, this actual weight is coming from the fixed pulleys, does not count as a weight. All the pulleys that are hanging like this, once again let me show you, all the pulleys that are hanging like this, see this part hanging, you can see this is hanging. Then if you see this part is hanging, all this hanging part you have to remove, not remove, like you have to make it lighter so that we can have a better efficiency. Okay, see this weight, if it is going, see effort you cannot change, you are not like Superman, you will just increase your effort, like your maximum effort you are giving. Okay, number of pulleys you have to decrease, you don't want to decrease number of pulleys. If you want to like if you want to have a fixed number of pulleys, change the weight of the lower block. This weight is the weight of the lower block, because upper block does not constitute so much. So I think I'll end it here. So finish. So like, share and subscribe, and keep sharing the video.